developer. I'm talking to an AI developer just this week on Monday who, this is what he does. He creates AI influencers who are, they're gorgeous, beautiful, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a big industry right now, huh?
Oh, it's you know, I know the internet, you know, nobody watches porn on the internet, but AI porn is not only coming, it's here. And so this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Not only does he create these AI influencers who, again, perfect 10 out of 10, Instagram models, like, you know, uncontestably beautiful.
You can't tell.
Oh, no, you can't. I mean, some of the photos, if you look really closely, but I think at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter.
20 finger girl, like
no,
a
you
really
don't see
cute
that.
girl, but she's got 20 fingers and.
But
like,
quite frankly, I don't think it's going to really matter to people. If they're like, okay, this gets me going, it doesn't matter if it's real or fake.
I prefer 20 fingers.
Listen to this guy.
That's funny.
But it's like the biggest thirst trap in the history of humanity.
Yeah.
Because not only do you get to have this visual engagement with this 10 out of 10 AI model who's the perfect hair color, the perfect size, the perfect waist, the perfect breast, right? Everything is perfect based on exactly what you want as a human being. But you can go a step further and you can actually pay $1 per text and you can actually text back and forth with this AI influencer.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And so what's going to happen? I got a 4-year-old son. You're going to see the bold prediction here. Within 5 years, half of high schoolers are going to be dating these AI bots. Half of them. It's going to get wild. And, you know, I don't know if babies are going to be born in test tubes and stuff like that, but certainly young men are going to really struggle to make a connection with a real life human being, with a real life woman or man, whatever you're into. Because the other good thing about this AI bot is it never challenges you. It tells you exactly what you want to hear. Oh, honey, you had a tough day at work. I got your back. I'll whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Bull crap. That's not what you need as a human being.
No, it's not. Yeah.
And we saw that at the Vault conference. You need to be challenged. A few months ago, I was in
super hard. You need to be challenged. Yep.
I was in the mastermind group with Patrick Bet David, and he gave me some tough love. He's like, Mark, you got to create the vision. You got to go for it. You got to wake up early. Stop playing around. You know what happened the next month? I signed 5 new clients and hired 2 new team members.
Yeah.
If I was listening to an AI said, you know what, you're trying your best, you're doing okay, I'd still be doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, and I sat in on those calls with big entrepreneurs for a long time with the Elite Mastermind products that we had and the General Mastermind products that I brokered those services, and I had clients on there, and always the best outcomes on those calls with Pat challenging people. And that's why people go to Pat, because you get to a certain level and nobody can tell you to do anything. You're making 30, 40 million a year. You have your house, you have your kids, you have your wife. You know, maybe you don't have that figured out. Maybe you're struggling with all of that. You need somebody to wake you up and tell you, hey, they're one of the biggest people in the network. You know, he was kind of having issues a little bit, or like mentally, like why is my wife with me? And Pat said, it's because you deliver. Because you deliver. You have the company, you make all the revenue, you show up and you deliver for your wife and kids. And those moments of challenge are what really push people. So to your point, dating a girl, an AI girl, first of all, I'm not interested. One of the funny things is this is a funny thing that somebody told me a while back in a conversation about this. The more that people like AI women, also the more women are available, like actual women, right? So it's a win for the people who are engaged to like the right things and actually like physical connection. And I think that's where society is really going. As things get really automated and fake and social media continues to just pull people into this psychotic nature of not knowing what's real, which we can talk about too. There's going to be a certain percentage of people that say, I'm done with this. I'm back to the human things. I want to have a nice date. I want to have a nice dinner. I want to have a good conversation with a girl. That's what I love conversation, dude. That's my biggest thing is conversation.
So I think it's an interesting point that you made, Don, that if half of humanity, half of these guys out there are dating AI bots, that's more women for the rest.
Go for it, dude.
Guys, right?
Like go for it.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. If you're dating an AI bot, you're not going to be in a good headspace. You're going to be in a really bad headspace. You're not going to be challenged. You're not going to be achieving. I go back, 20 years ago, I was smoking a lot of weed. I was playing a lot of video games. I was not in a good headspace. I was not being challenged.
I used to be a gamer too.
I mean, just every
Yeah.
night, it's the same damn thing. I wake
Yeah.
up, I don't even go to sleep till the sun comes up because I'm killing boars in World of Warcraft, winning these little, and here's another gold piece. It's like, it's that dopamine burst. It's fake dopamine. It's like mental heroin.
Yeah.
And if these kids are just obsessed with AI and dating this bot, they're getting dopamine, but the real dopamine comes when you struggle and you suffer and, you do tough things.
Mhm.
This was the best. I just turned 40. This is the best year of my life.
Yeah.
Got to leave my job, got to help clients, meeting people, networking. I got James Altucher on the show a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had
You're blanking a little bit, but this is natural, you know. Shows you're not an AI. Now I'm good.
Yeah.
Now I'm good. You're not a robot.
I had Neil Patel on the show.
Yeah.
I've got Dave Rubin coming up. I'm sitting here with
exciting.
Don Cappy. Like,
Yeah.
something happens when you struggle, and it's been a long curve to get here.
Mhm.
And it's to me, that's where the gains come from.
Yeah.
And
The
just kind
struggle.
of finish this thought. If you have all these kids that are in a bad headspace, all these young men in bad headspace, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to turn to violence. They're
Mhm.
going to turn to, questioning what is going on inside of them.
Yeah.
And it leads to not just impact on their lives, but the lives of the people around them, like, you and me.
It's not only a thing to point at kids with. It's not only a thing to say what's going to happen to the kids, right? It's actually a situation where grown-ups and fathers and mothers have to take responsibility for their overusage of Instagram and their overusage of the social media platforms that they are accustomed to, and really sit down with their kid and say, hey, listen, you can't be on TikTok all day. You can't date the AI girl. Like, it's almost like finding out that you find out your son's dating an AI girl. You say, dude, like, listen, what are you doing, man? Like, she's not real. I know you like her, but what are we talking about here, man?
You just don't get it, Dad.
You just don't get, okay, well, something's going on. Like, we're going to have to go on a retreat. We're just going to have to move. I also think that there are areas in the world that when you have this 5G development and you have all this automation, there are other places in the world that are less developed. And you're going to see a mass exodus of people who can't take the Blade Runner 4048 world, and they're going to go to places like South America. I've spent a little bit of time going back and forth to Medellin because the food is real, the people are real, the environment is real, and it just gives you a different sense of life. It's less automated. You don't feel 5G. You don't have the same conversations about politics or the nonsense that goes on in the world. You don't have a single political conversation when you're in Medellin. Literally all you're talking about is, wow, that food was so great. That time together was so great. Didn't you enjoy that beautiful sunset? Part of the reason that I go back and forth there, but it's a little bit too slow for me. That's why I'm going to stop going for a while. It's just too slow. There's not enough going on.